Hi, I am Kimberly Carter, and I am a Gen Z leadership specialist. And I am continuing a series I start that has 5 parts to it. And it is about the power of coaching for women. And so this again is part 2 of that series. And the series is just focusing on the benefits of hiring a coach for a woman, benefits like self-esteem boost, reinforcing your self-belief, and increasing your self-advocacy skills, which can be used in both professional and personal settings. It's just a very good skill to hone continually. There isn't a point that we get to in our lives that we don't need to brush these skills up, right? You may start at a job, you may get the promotions, and then you may be ready to transition to the next thing, right? Whether it's a job, whether it's your own business, or whether it's something personal that you need to reinforce your self beliefs in yourself to accomplish. And so there isn't a time in our lives that we get too old or too accomplished to revisit the reinforcement of self belief. So I just thought I'd throw that in. As someone who has coaches now, currently, as someone who has always benefited from the power of coaching, and just for someone who's always benefited from mentorship, whether it was in a formal capacity or an informal way. And so this video today, though, is going to dive deeper into how coaches work with women to cultivate that stronger self belief. Focus on mindset shifts, which is a huge, very, 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 very important key to having an effective coach. A coach also helping you overcome doubt and aligning personal goals and career aspirations. And so, when I was struggling with limiting beliefs, coaching is how I truly started to overcome these beliefs, right? Because again, the coach is going to be able to sit down with you, pinpoint and narrow down these areas that you need to grow in, and then help you on your journey, right? Your continual path of growth. Um, Again, those self beliefs, having that strong sense of self belief is key in breaking through um, societal expectations. You may have always been told there's this one path, but deep inside of you, you feel like you're being called and led to a different path. Well, a coach could help you be that outside voice, not someone that you may have always known. So they're not going to reinforce what they think of you. They're going to meet you fresh and they're going to be able to walk with you on this new path. So, coaching has been shown to be an effective tool for helping women strengthen their self belief and confidence, right? And so, I'm going to go over 6 statistics and some insights that highlight the impact that coaching can have on women. So, the first one is going to be that coaching has been shown to improve confidence and self belief. Now, according to the International Coaching Federation, 80% of people who receive coaching report improved self confidence. And this is especially significant for women who often experience a greater sense of self doubt in male dominated environments. Another study under this same statistic showed that 87% of women reported feeling more self aware and more in control of their personal narratives after engaging in coaching, which directly enhance their self belief. Now, personal narrative is one thing I could just sit here and talk about forever. I believe in the ownership of your own personal narrative. I believe in the power of personal narrative. What we tell ourselves first is the narrative that we're going to front face to the world. So, again, that's why increasing self belief is so very, very, very important. But personal narrative is something I feel like everyone should have control over. And it's something that I feel like may not be discussed enough, but that's another video for another day. The second stat that I'm going to share is that coaching has been shown to contribute to career advancement and leadership. So, coaching helps women overcome these barriers to leadership roles. McKinsey's Women in the Workplace report revealed that women who had access to coaching were 2.5 times more likely to pursue leadership potential. And that same leadership positions. And that same study found that 69% of women who received coaching said that they were better able to navigate workplace challenges, overcome imposter syndrome, and advocate for themselves professionally, which also translated into their personal lives. The third stat that I want to highlight is that coaching has been shown to contribute to greater emotional resilience. Now, emotional resilience and emotional intelligence is a hot topic right now. It's a topic for the workplace. It's something that is very much needed in our world today. It's needed not just in work though, it's just needed in our personal lives, just as we even navigate everyday tasks. Emotional intelligence is something that we all could use some strengthening in, right? So, coaching increases emotional resilience, which is a critical factor, right, in building belief. And so 80% of women who received coaching reported that they were more resilient and better able to handle stress and criticism, factors that often erode your self belief. Criticism is something that I also like to focus on because criticism done constructively is for your benefit. But whether the criticism given to you is constructive and from your for your growth, or whether it's someone coming at you that you know is a hater and you know they mean it to tear you down, what happens after you receive that criticism is very important. And often having a strong self-belief is the difference between over leaning into that criticism and allowing it to throw you off your game, or just taking that criticism with a grain of salt, whether it was meant for your good or not, and continuing your journey forward. The wrong critical words can really wreak havoc on your self belief and your self confidence. I'm saying this as someone who has had to overcome a lot of criticism that became self criticism because someone may have said something to me as a critique, and they may not even have meant that critique in a bad way, but my self belief, my self confidence needed to be strengthened so that I could stand under the weight of that critique. But I don't want to sidetrack because that's a different video series. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the fourth statistic that I want to share with you, and that is coaching has been shown to contribute to addressing a lot of the very specific challenges that women navigate. So, the American Management Association found that women who received coaching were significantly more likely to overcome a lot of the biases that they have encountered in the workplace. 75% of the people who got coaching and reported improved self confidence and their ability to confront some of these workplace challenges head on, which in layman's terms is just can speak up for themselves in an assertive and very respectful way, but still speak up against an injustice that they feel is happening to them. Additionally, 63% of women in leadership development programs that included coaching, right, reported that it helped them challenge societal expectations and stereotypes that negatively impacted their self belief. Again, a lot that I like to speak about is societal expectations and stereotypes because those can be very, 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 very harmful to your self confidence, your self belief, and having a coach help you navigate through these things is crucial. It's been very pivotal for me. So, the fifth stat that I want to share with you on this video is coaching has been shown to contribute to long term impact. So, the Journal of Occupational and Organizational Psychology found that women who received coaching reported sustained improvements in self belief and confidence for up to a year and a half after the coaching sessions had ended. And 72% of women who received coaching believed it had long lasting impact on their self confidence and their leadership abilities. And of course it does, right? Because when you're working with a coach to strengthen your self confidence, it's like you're just building a more solid foundation. And so that even after you're finished, even after your journey is over with that coach, that foundation is going to be solidified and it's going to be there for you to fall on, for you to rely on, right? It's like planting those good seeds and then they grow and then they bloom, right? And so the sixth and the final statistic that I'm going to share with you is that coaching has been shown to contribute to personal and professional growth. So the Institute of Coaching said that 70% of women reported that coaching helped them align personal values with their professional goals, which fostered like deeper self fulfillment and deeper self belief. Also, coaching programs that focus on self awareness and empowerment resulted in 85% of the women saying they felt better equipped to pursue their personal and professional goals with a stronger belief in their abilities to achieve those goals, right? Again, coaching has been so instrumental in my growth. I've had coaches now, probably formerly coaches, um, for like professional and personal growth probably for the last 12, 13 years. But before that, when I think back to like childhood, for example, and I think back to those people who spoke into my life that were not my parents, those people who were coaching me through different seasons, if you will, different trials, different whatever it was, we've all benefited from coaches. And so again, it could be in an informal setting, but someone saw a potential in you and then they called it out. And some were called to walk beside you, right? To really cultivate this potential. Oh, I'm about to tear up thinking about the people who have just walked beside me, when I was a teenager, as a young adult. Um, through different just trying periods in my life, right? And so that's why I really am truly a believer in coaching, because I know that if it hadn't been for people coaching me both informally and formally, I would not be the woman that sits before you today. I never would have, I don't know, overcome a lot of stuff, self doubt. I never would have achieved anything. I never would have published this journal, nothing. And I was working with a coach to do this. So again, I just want to point to my quiz that I'm going to link in either the comments or the description. It's a free quiz. Grab that quiz, take it, and it's just walking you through questions. It's a fun quiz. So definitely take that quiz. It's nothing that you have to pay for, and it's absolutely free. So take the quiz, and I appreciate you for watching this video. Again, I am Kimberly Carter, and I will be seeing you on the next video. Until the next time, make sure that you take care of yourself and you handle yourself with care. Have a great day.